So, I'm back again, and I cleaned it and everything, and there's this one hole right there to the left, and it, there you go. Not the golden ring around it, the bare one. Well, that one, when you shoot carburetor cleaner down it, because, explanation, even after you do this, you probably should still go through and make sure everything's good. Well, it wouldn't go through, it wouldn't go out anywhere. And it was like, well, something's wrong with this, right? There's got to be something in there still. So I was irritated, and I tried a couple of carburetors I have sitting around in that back bucket. Well, that top one's a ride mower one, but the other one's down there. And they, the same thing. Even the clean ones. So, now, excuses are going to be over in about a minute, but I can't, even though I'm supposed to be the one who's like knows everything about this stuff, I cannot memorize every single hole in this thing, because there's a lot. But I thought that every single hole sprayed out somewhere else, so I am very confused of why that one does not. But evidently it's not a problem, so now it should be maybe fine. So I'm going to do some trial and error. Jeez, I can't talk. And just go ahead and put this back together. And I'll put it back on there. And I'll get you guys set up so you can see it with me when I try and start it the next time. So hopefully it works. To be honest, I'm not sure what it's going to do, because I've never seen something like that before, but, we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten this down, and you guys already know how to put that stuff on and off, because I showed you that in the part 2 of the Cub Cadet, last one I think. So we're just going to go ahead and, slap this puppy on there, and tighten everything down, and hope for the best. That thing is really dirty. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I'll see you guys once you're all set up and ready. Alright guys, I lied. I actually am going to get you in here and let you watch me put this back together. Just for a refresher, because I figured that was a couple weeks ago by now probably. So, I'm just going to let you guys watch me this time again. Just to make sure that you got it, because if you're doing something like this, you might need a refresher. So, I'm giving you one now, so you don't have to get out of your way and go watch the other one again. Oh, I'm so generous, I know. No need to thank me. But, I'm just going to go ahead and hook these linkages the linkages up, and then bolt it on. And this one is giving me a hard time. Alright, so I did that all wrong. So don't put your fuel line on first if you don't have to, because it makes it very hard to get to the linkage. So the linkage is going to go in right there, the orange hole. There should be red or orange or something around it. If not, it's the bigger one. And or if you've taken it apart, you might remember which one it was already, if you have no point of reference. And why does it keep coming off? Come on. Come on. Just work with me. There you go. Alright. Okay. So, we're just going to pop this on, and then we should be, yeah, right centered with that. Take our clamp, and I have way too big pliers for this, but you can use some smaller pliers, of course, and just move that over. what I'm talking about is this little clamp that you can't see in there that's green. Yeah, it looks like a, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like a clamp that holds the hose down. And then I just need to get my bolts, which of course I put in the hardest spot to get. I'm never prepared for these things, if you haven't noticed. So that's always good. Actually, I'm somewhat prepared, just minimalistically, if that's a word. And then just break your fingers trying to get into this bolt. And then you should be able to tighten it up now, maybe. It's a very tight spot getting to that one back there. The other ones for the air filter are easier. Oops. I need to go ahead and put that the other way. Ah! Okay, there we go. Nope, we still don't go. Why can't I just use a regular ratchet? But why? Nice. Finally. And make sure your linkage isn't ever behind your actual carburetor when you hook it up and you didn't hook it up or something. Make sure of that, because I did that once and I had to buy a new carburetor. The back will crack off because of that's how, I don't know, it's kind of brittle in the back. Mostly because it's thin metal sticking out pretty far away from the actual base of the carburetor. And this is why I normally take it off camera, is because it takes a while and I don't have anything to talk about. But I just wanted to give you guys a refresher and make sure you got it this time. Almost there. Just gotta tighten this one. And then we'll move on to the actual air filter plastic cover piece that you also need to put on. Get out of the way. I recommend using a screwdriver with a socket end on it so you can get in there better. It's much easier, I promise you. My dad has one, I used to use that, but I don't have it at the moment. So, just going to use this, and then we got my bolts flying all over the ground. Where's the third one? Well, you don't need the third one, do you? Nah, that's fine. That was a joke. You do need your third bolt. If you can't find a bolt, make sure that you get another bolt. But that was a joke. But for right now, I do not need a third bolt because I'm not going to be running it for very long. If I do run it at all, which I hope and pray that we do. Actually, another but I'm not going to be running it that long anyway, so I don't really need an air filter because not much is going to get sucked in anyway. So, I'm going to go ahead and back the camera up a little bit. And just step out of the way. Make sure, by the way, that you don't dump any gas in before you hook your fuel line up. It's going to be all over the floor. Come on. Okay, alright, come on. It's not coming out. There you go. Okay, now, I'm going to go ahead and pull on it once I get this gas pump on. And if you have this thing up here, make sure it's on the little bunny rabbit mode. Yeah. You know what I mean. Make sure you got it going as fast as possible so you have as much chance to get it running as possible. Alright. See what happens. Wait, hold on. I didn't even check my fuel level and how much I actually poured in. So let's just make sure it should be enough to not start on. Yeah, it's enough to not start on, so we'll see if that if it works. Okay, so maybe I might put enough to actually start on in there first. Seems like a bad idea, so we'll do that. Oh yeah, way too much. Perfect. Alright. Now. Okay, it started. Now I'm not gonna video the whole thing because I've been learning a little bit more, but at the moment I gotta just no light. I gotta set it so it doesn't shake the phone to the ground. Right, so I mean it's gonna shake the phone to the ground, so I'm not gonna do that right now. So maybe later on I will video it going, but not right a second. So I will be filming the outro in a second. So, be right back. Okay guys, so to be honest with you, that break was about 5 seconds long because, give me a second. Oh, never mind. Because well, I cut it off, but I think it might have cut itself off at the same time. I don't know. Because, I poured again, and again, and it keeps doing the same thing, where it runs for about 2 seconds, cuts itself off, aka, what is happening is, it's filling up that float ball, that thing, you know, the actual ball you can take off the carburetor, and then it runs it all out really quickly, and it's got no more gas, and it's not filling back up or something, so I don't know what's going on there, because, I can get you set up real quick here, just a second. Can't really see it very well, but, here, I'll put it down here. There you go, and here we go. That's it. So it runs for a second, and it just cuts itself back off. Yeah. So, I think that sadly we're going to have to make this part 3 of 4. I was really hoping to get it good and done today, but I think the video is getting pretty long. Probably shouldn't have made it so long with the, yeah. I showed you guys how to put it back on. That was like 18,000 minutes long or so, so the video is getting kind of long, so I don't want to bore you guys with a whole bunch of talking and stuff. So right now, I'm going to just try and figure out what's wrong with this thing, and I will come back with more information on the next video. Not sure when that'll be coming out, not sure when you're going to see this video either, because right now I'm filming it right after the four-wheeler video, which maybe you can see the four-wheeler now. I'm not sure how my camera works. But right there, somewhere. It's a four-wheeler outside, and I did the clutch on that yesterday. But I probably won't be putting this out today. So you'll see this coming out soon. Will you see it now? Oh, that's a lot. That's confusing. But you'll see the next one out soon, hopefully. Maybe the week after this one comes out, or a couple days or so. But I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Thank you guys for watching. Whoops. Have a great rest of your day. Please like and subscribe. And share this with your friends. Or anybody else who might be interested in watching. So I'll see you guys next time. And bye-bye. Okay guys, we're back here at the Cub Cadet, and it's actually been like a couple of weeks, I think, since I actually filmed the first part of this video you just watched. And I already went through and I put a brand new carburetor on it, instead of buying the little red piece that turned out to be smashed up, and there was a plunger gasket. And I put it in there off camera because I figured you guys already knew that. You've seen it about 1,000 times now. So I would just put it in, and then I'd show you what the result was after I did that. So we're going to go ahead and try and fire it up now. I've already got it primed, and it should be ready to go. Well, I just ran it for a second, so it wouldn't give me too much trouble when I get him started now. So, I'm going to get ready and show you what happens, and then I'll explain it afterward. Okay guys, so as you can see, there was a lot of blue smoke coming out of the exhaust, and it doesn't really clear up. And what blue smoke is normally that's the oil burning inside of it, which could mean either your rings or your valves are shot, or if it's your valves that need lapping and grinding. Let me just walk in the shop here. But as far as that goes, if you remember on the first video of this, I went through and I checked the compression to like really, really low, like 30 psi, and I went through the whole thing telling you how much it was supposed to be. And that would mean that if you don't know what the piston rings are, they just go around the piston rings and keep the oil on the back side of the cylinder, or the bottom, and keep the gas on the top. So if your rings are bad, then your oil is going to seep through up into the combustion chamber and ignite, and then it's going to come out as blue smoke as in the exhaust, which is not good, and can also cause low compression, because what makes your compression is the valve's seal, and there's oil behind it to back it. So none of that gas and air mixture is going to be seeping past the rings. So it causes the PSI to go up because it's just enclosing the air. And if it's just able to seep through, then you're not going to have any pressure. And without pressure is probably why, if you didn't notice, the idle is kind of rough and it's kind of weak, which is also one of the things that the rings can do to it. It's having a weak idle, and probably overall it just is weak. If it was a riding mower engine, when you tried to turn on the blades or let it drive, it would most likely stall out, just because it doesn't have enough power to go like that. So, with that being said, what we're going to have to do is, actually, because I'm not trying to sell this mower, I was giving it to a loved one, and I was just fixing it to him, fixing it for him, and that's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to do that, because to get new rings, you would need to pull that engine apart. Or you could say, okay, well, what if it is the valves? That could also cause most of those things. It could be the valves. But also, with the way those engines are made, they're different than other ones, which I don't have one to show you right now. But, if I'll just show you this. You can see on the head there is 8 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the way that head comes off, and those valves, they push out that way, letting gas and air come in. And the way those engines actually work is, to be able to do anything with valves, you would have to pull the whole engine apart, and I actually don't have much experience with that yet. Done it once, and that mower still doesn't run right, which I think is a carburetor issue, and we'll get into that when I bring that in. Speaking of which, that's where that brand new carburetor is going on to. But what I'm saying is, I don't have much experience with that. I've only done it one time, so I'm gonna have to end the series with the Cub Cadet, and we're gonna have to just go ahead and send that back, or whatever we're doing with it. I might just keep it if they don't want it back, and then I can use parts off of it or whatever I need to, or save it for later. Other than that, I also, the next video coming up should be a video about this Troy built, and it now drives, but I'll save that for later. That, and I would like you all to like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever, which I probably said in my last video too, so boom, I did it twice, I don't know what to say. That, and if you have any suggestions or ideas or anything, or you'd like to see, or you'd like me to explain, if you did, put it down there in the comment section. Or I actually have a Discord now, so you can click on the link in the description and go to my Discord. And other than that, I think I'll just see you guys later, and bye-bye.